think so, yeah. Yep, looks like it. Alright, so, welcome everybody to Okami. Let's get started then. Alright? I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1 time, alright? 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. This is Okami. We're playing as a god, or rather goddess, the goddess of the sun, taken manifestation in a wolf. The game was made by Clover Platinum, and takes place in Japan, and has a lot of heavy Japanese art style. The art style is so good that we're going to skip every single cutscene, because that's a possible thing that we can do. It sucks, I love a lot of the cutscenes actually.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Emerald.
Yes, Slowa told me. Reset thank you cutscene was met, and that is the last cutscene of the run. If you're watching that, it is the best cutscene. Why do we skip? We skip because it's faster. Alright, and so this game has a mechanic that we pay attention to. We draw things in the sky and on the ground. That was the first mechanic, or the first introduction to it, that we could actually do it. We built a constellation and got the ability to fill in things that were lost, like a broken bridge, stuff like that. So, we're just gonna fill in this river here. We're gonna cross it. Also, I haven't de-rusted this in like 2 weeks, so if I make certain mistakes, that's fine. I think I've only done this actual run of the game like Glitchless once, and that was when I made the route. Yes, so disclaimer on the bid war for this game. There are 3 weapon types you can use: rosaries, glaives, and reflectors. But until we get past a certain boss, I will be using a certain weapon. After that boss, because we need to pick weapons for a strat, I will just switch to whatever weapon we get in regards to the bid war. So, this game's extremely active and has a lot of movement text, so there are a lot of times where it's a very don't blink type scenario. And, yeah. There we go. So we just got the ability to cut most anything. I say most because we can upgrade powers later, and that's upgrade that ability twice. Yeah, we can cut most anything now. Because why not? Because Celestial Sword or something cut through everything. But again, we are... So, I guess I should give some background. We are the Sun Goddess, and we are here for some reason. We were awakened. That is because Japan is in trouble. And so we were awakened to restore the land, and so we're collecting the powers of the gods that many have forsaken or forgotten about. And we are to use them to restore the faith of the gods, to save the land. Yeah. It's basically the synopsis of Okami. Is kind of don't care about the gods anymore. Land is covered in darkness now, by coincidence, and so our faith, so we can fight back the darkness. And our strength increases by how much faith they have in us. So yeah, we skip anytime text comes up, and we can skip it, we do. Anytime a cutscene comes up, we skip it. Some cutscenes aren't skippable, some are. The only iteration in when cutscenes weren't skippable at first was, I think, PS2. This game has had 2 remakes. Original on PS2, and they had a PS3 remake, and now the PS4. So, my best is Bork. I can Bork a whole bunch if you guys want me to. Alright, so this is a skip. It's just a small sequence break. It just skips a whole bunch of running up here. No! Did I fail it? I failed. There we go. That's how that's supposed to go. It just skips running up the mountain. I may not be reading chat much just because this run does divert a lot of my attention. That was a fight. Disposed of enemies quickly using our brush powers. Alright, so we're supposed to pull up her radishes. This is something we have to do. And if she hits us, we have to restart. So we have to use our powers to stop her from hitting us. That was another use of rejuvenation. The water wheel was broken and we just fixed it. You'll see me using powers very quickly because once you get used to the way the brush techniques work and everything, and where you're supposed to use certain things, you figure out just techniques that work for you and how to do them faster. It becomes very fast. Again, this game is a very don't blink type of game, or else. And now we're getting it dog meat. You guys should have added Bork on FFZ. You know? Oh wait, you guys don't have control of this channel. Alright, so now we're gonna fight some enemies. That was a red imp. Literally green imps, but with more defenses, aka their whatever musical instrument. Here we're gonna be explaining something called praise. Praise is essentially the experience. As mentioned before, we're trying to restore people's faith in the gods, and so we get their praise when we do events that or do things that help them recognize them, such as you know, creating a washing pole for them is a quest over there that we can. Defeating those imps is another thing we can do. We're on minimal praise routing, so I won't be to upgrade much besides our ink pots, which we can trying. But yeah, praise is experience, and that whole like pleasure with the gods thing, like I like what our gods are doing if I praise them. That is the whole thing. That is why reset thank you is so important. Basically, we're just trying to leave the village, and this guy's supposedly the defender of Nagi, I think. I don't know if we know that yet. And he decides he doesn't want to, but we're gonna give him some sake, and he's gonna say, okay, I'll do it. There's a Bork emote on FFZ. It's B-O-R-K. Great. And then we also have Bork with it. And there's one I created called Wildcat. Oh, we cut the tree. Alright, Susano, now that you think you can actually do something useful, even though we helped him, I'm gonna cut down the rock. And by him, I mean me. We're gonna cut down the rock. $9.30 isn't awful for a technical G-Rust. Alright, so this is Shinshu Field, the first main area of the game. There are 4 main areas. It's kinda shadowy, and the reason why is because the Guardian sapling is bloom. So we gotta find out how to bloom it again. And the next power we get is called Bloom. So now, after we get Bloom, we have Rejuvenation, Power Slash, Sunrise, I think it's called. I don't know, I don't remember. And then Bloom, which is a part of a three-part power. It is all one power, but there are 3 parts to it. We get all of them separately, and we will be skipping one of them because we can just not need it throughout the whole run. So a little bigger of a fight here. However, a few well-placed power slashes can help deal with them. These trees are going to attack us and we're going to run away. There's a lot of things we're going to skip in this game simply because we're not going top dog, which is the name of the platinum trophy. We're not going to be going like 100%, so we're not going to be blooming a lot of trees, or we don't need the praise. So if we can, the fastest way the fastest way you can get through this game, you don't even need to upgrade anything more than twice. And that is upgrading your ink pots twice. It's kind of more efficient to upgrade your ink pots 6 times, but sometimes I just don't because the situation works out in my favor. Line those up to get 2 power slashes. Alright, so this is the first real RNG aspect of the run, and it's giving us bad RNG. So we wait for this guy to use a specific attack. He has a good chance to use it, and he just doesn't want to. And if he decides, he just attack them, we'll wait, but there we go, there it is. After we get a specific power, we don't need to care about that RNG. Are we going for low percent or any percent? I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as we can get through the game. Technically, we don't have to upgrade our health at all. And this game takes a lot from the Legend of Zelda series. So essentially what this game's piece of parts are, we could grab a few, but I don't think we can grab enough efficiently to increase health. So we can go through the game with the starting health amount. That's normal, and that because typically this game is, once you get good enough, this game is really easy to be read. And so if you take any hits, you're not supposed to really take much more. It's just know what the bosses are going to use, not really going to take much damage. Plus we kill a lot of the bosses very quickly, so they don't really have time to or a lot of damage. By the time we get to the next fight, that actually matters in that regard. Probably healed. So Susano's gonna attack this bear for no reason, but it helps us restore the valleys. This bear causes some side quests later, but again, they're irrelevant just for praise. And now a gem of this game is ball pushing. This actually started out. No. There we go. Not awful. Sleepy Bear did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Alright, so here's our next power, Bloom. We use it to blossom things, like this tree. Oh, what? I failed. And we're gonna skip a really pretty cutscene. That's a common theme, skipping pretty cutscenes. I'm gonna be pretty active for a lot of the run, so if y'all need to like talk about donations, just butt in. Just tell me, because I could talk about this run as much as I need to. All right, so we got good RNG with the band. Don't forget, we do have a bid war. That is what weapon I will use after the Blight fight, because at that point we will have all weapon types available to us, and none of it will matter. Because at that point we'll just be using damage items. Okay, so we're not great on time right now, but still 5 seconds ahead of me. I'm using splits right now because I actually have to look at notes for this run. Best way is. Alright, so you don't have to be looking directly at the front of a blossom to bloom it. Do that. That saves time. Yeah, that was a really bad valley and everything. I'm surprised I actually had. I'm gonna buy two Steel Fist Sakes. They're really good. They increase your damage a lot temporarily in a fight. We're gonna grab and buy quite a few throughout the run because they're really good. But you'll also see us grabbing things and buying things called exorcism slips. Small, medium, and large. And those are the damage items. We essentially just use them and they deal damage to everybody in the battle area. This guy's gonna give us a list to essentially say, hunt all these people, but they can only be hunted at night. The only reason we get this list is to turn at night so we can go get the new power that we need to finish the game. Toya of the Short Temper. That's important, but it says it at the end as well. Oh wow, I took a hit. So if you take hits in this game, you'll take damage, obviously, but if you... I think if you get enough hits without taking any damage, you'll develop the Book of Godhood, which you can also replenish with items. It's essentially 3 hits of invulnerability. So, you might see me take some hits and not, like, have my health decrease. And that's why. So you'll see, like, a red, yellow, or green seal come up. There's a lot to take into this game. There's a lot happening at any given moment. Swim over here because it's faster. No, it's not the intended way. And then we're gonna kill a flying fish. I wish I was joking, honestly. Called dead fish or killer fish, I think. So here's the next power, a very strong power called Cherry Bomb. This is the power that eliminates a lot of RNG. No shield? What? Yeah, now we can just create giant bombs. they're really strong with the Steel Fist Sake. And you'll see that in a fight coming up. An enemy that gives a lot of people trouble when they first fight him. I guess a mini-boss, if you will. You just destroy him continuously with Cherry Bomb. A lot of enemies we kill, because they're really just super strong. And we don't have the money for it. But because we're not spending money on health restoratives, by the way, here's the RNG fight. There you go. That's the thing. Because we're not spending money on health restoratives, we can just divert all of our money to buying the damage items. And so, yeah. So now they're explaining what that was. That was a demon gate. They give us important things. Essentially a trial full of monsters. We do a few of them, but only because they unlock things. I think 3. This is the sequence break that skips the other power, by the way. This is called a lily pad skip. I'll explain what happens after we... There we go. Essentially what that does is we use a mechanic in the game where Okami goes into a corner while swimming, she automatically jumps. And at any point where we need a pad, that is something that we can abuse. So we just don't get lily. So what we did there was we jumped and we used a wall jump to go and get on that ledge.
Thanks, Kaipoku.
In that chest is a rosary, but we don't need it. Never gonna use it. There are a lot of weapons that aren't needed, so just don't take them. A lot of weapons that you have to buy that we don't. This is the enemy that I was talking about that's really hard normal. I'm gonna take him out with 3 cherry bombs. Steel Fist Sake, cherry bomb, cherry bomb, cherry bomb. That fight can sometimes give us trouble, but that was a very good fight. And now we're gonna do an obligated fishing minigame. Essentially, this kid lost his dog. And so, had the key to the dungeon, the dog got lost. Then the fish ate a key. We have to help him get the key from the fish. And then we steal the key from him. And then we bring the dog. That's the introduction to the dungeon of the Fishing minigames are actually required for plat percent, but since they have a fishing log and you have to get every fish. You have to do every aspect of fishing, get all the quests done, get all the powers and everything. But yeah, we pull the fish in, press the button that shows, and then we power slash. Yeah, there's actually 8 dogs that we have to save, or that we talk to later on. Other than that, I think there's only a few dogs that, actually matter. I never use powers when casually playing this, and I really kind of regret it, knowing how strong. Look how happy this salmon is. The happy salmon. I think bombs are kind of mediocre without the steel. gonna grab another exorcism slip. We're gonna need 3 final boss of this. Oh, we can't bark because that is the key. How does PC version stack up to PS4 in terms of speed? I have no clue. We don't have many runners as it is, so I don't think it's something that can't really have some metrics on. There are 3 glitches in this game that we will not be doing. Normal new game any percent. A pretty glitchless run, but there are 2 big out of bounds, and 1 small clip out of bounds. The other 2 are not clips, you kind of jump essentially over or somewhere they don't expect you to, because I don't think they actually. Oh my god, I was blooming that. I meant to power slash. One of them is jumping over an invisible wall, one of them is clipping, and the other one kind of just jumping somewhere they didn't expect us to be able to jump. But we're running at max speed. A few frames per level jump, so if we do it right. It's another instance where we need lily pad. Quote, quote. That again? Yep. It does not give us lily pad later. It does not make it horrible either. We just never need it. It's easy to get around it. Like that example I just showed you there. This is a fight that a lot of people also have trouble with because the mechanics are somewhat obscure, but deal with it pretty. There we go. Wow. So I have never had it close up like that. That was fun. Yeah, and I'll get to the high jump in a second. Essentially that high jump that you saw was a product of the auto jump that I talked about before. For some reason when you do that auto jump, oh no. That was a bad fight. For some reason when you do the auto jump, you can also get a lot of height if you wall jump immediately after. Also, cherry bombs work as normal balls that we have to push around. There we go. Yeah, it's on the Switch right now. We just need to run through before it blows up. We do this one other time, and it's a really weird time. We actually use another sequence break. That is not a glitch. None of the sequence breaks that I will be doing are glitches. I think we're gonna just bad as well in regards to time. It's easy to get a bad. Oh no, that was good. Easy to get a bad fight time, and that ends up costing you yen, because when you get yen from fights, it is a combination of the yen you collected in the fight and a bonus up to 100% bonus based on how well you did. Perfect gives you the. If you're not good at fights, you're gonna end up missing out on a whole bunch of yen. Luckily, the yen isn't so tight at certain points, so you can get by with it, but it can be a little tough at parts if you don't have enough. You might have to grab extra treasures. Alright, so Ichun, our little partner here, is gonna sneeze. I never really talked about Isun. Just kind of like woke up with us and said, "Hey, get working." And he talks about how he's this amazing painter, and this game is ingrained in a lot of Japanese or has a lot of Japanese. So Isun comes from the Japanese myth of Isun Boshi, and that's a whole other. I would have to get it. I also don't know enough about it to really talk about it. That was Blockhead. There are 4 of them in the game. We only need to do 1. That's the only. Super easy. Shows you 2. Active. Yeah, Isun here. He's our little overconfident little here. So we're going to zoom out because that makes it easier to draw based on perspective. Go in here and there's 3 D. Oh, I forgot about these D gates. So yeah, there's like 60 you have to do. That was hurt. Alright, so we blew up the red imps with the cherry bomb. That was intended. I know it sprays their yen everywhere, but come on, thank you. It sprays their yen everywhere, but it makes the fight easier because we don't have to focus on fighting them after we get the bud over. Which that's what those are. They're called bud. Bud, not bud. That was bad of me. I didn't kill it quick enough and it gained its color. That never happened. Yeah, it happened. So this fight is really just kind of it's a boss rush of sorts in regards to its common gameplay. But yeah, brush powers are super overpowered. There's only one boss fight I can think of where we actually combo, like in a really cool way, and I intentionally take slower strat, like a 2-second slower strat, because of I think it looks a lot cooler. We're gonna sequence break these bots and not go up mushrooms. Instead, good enough? No, it wasn't. There we go, that was good. Alright, and we're almost done with the dungeon. Dungeons in this game are actually pretty short, so even though we did do this a lot faster than normal, it really wasn't that long. This game is a great story. A lot of the content is really spread out, but not really actual development of dungeons, except for one dungeon at the end, in my opinion. One of the dungeons at the end is actually, it's really long. I love it. We actually get into there with an out of bounds that I can't do. Makes me sad because it's a fun trick to pull up. So we're using our bloom power here to restore flowers to that area. And then we get Vine, the third of that three-part ability, to get the second part. Vine, essentially, part shot it. And you can chain them together like this. Makes it super fun. Yeah, I think we meet 9 important doggos besides one. No, Glitchless we meet 12 doggos. But give them our half human, half doggo. That's important. I used a brush power besides vines, so I had to upgrade one stroke. Upgrade. I'm gonna have to wait. I'll wait for bot to refill. Also, what I just did there was upgraded my ink. That's one of the 2 or 3 times. As a reminder, we do have, we did meet one of the incentive for this run, but we also have a bid war going on. After I defeat one of the bosses later on, I will have a specific equipped based on what the bid war is doing. That will be weapon type. So, reflectors, rosaries, donate, you can donate to that. You can donate to any of the other graded. Mission point incentive if you'd like to see them. This is the first boss of the run, first like major boss. Spider Queen. It's annoying. Shifted Sky, 2 vines to her back. All the eyes come out. Exorcism slip. Exorcism slip. Exorcism slip. Power slash. Power slash. Miss streamer. It cuts in and out randomly. Might be my mic. I think it's my mic. I boosted my mic. Should be better. Sorry if it's now, like, awful for you to hear. We're gonna go up here just to activate this mermaid fountain. And yeah. That mermaid fountain will be important later once we get an item called a mermaid coin. It lets us travel between mermaid fountains that we find throughout the game. It's like one word at a time? Okay. Well, I fixed it. This is a little mini-game. Pretty hard to fail. We have to connect vines to these little loops here if we didn't already know how to use it from defeating that boss. Let's get that and get that. Sounds clear. Good to know. Oh. No! Wait, I didn't miss it. I got it. There we go. You'll see that I have 217 praise saved up. Yeah. We're just going to use that when we need it. We don't really care to upgrade if we don't need it, because that would just end up wasting time if we never need it. So we upgrade ink when we're out to fully upgrade, or to give us another one and fully refill, and then health if we need it, which we shouldn't, but there may be times I need it. That's how a certain skip goes. Again, anytime I talk about a skip in this run, it'll be a sequence break. All skips that are glitches, I will not be doing. I did have to create this run though, because nobody else runs glitchless in this game. Alright, so here's Waka again. We're gonna kill him again. But first we're gonna do some really cool menuing by equipping a weapon. No, thank you. Steel Fist Sake. This time it's gonna be 4 cherry bombs. There we go. That's Waka. Alright, in the next menu we need 4 meat bags, 2 exorcism slip L's, 3 M slips, 4 steel fist sakes. If we need up to those. Got it. Oh, we have a perfect 34,000 yen. That's pretty cool. Okay, cool, that one made it. So I jumped there to get closer, but I can also miss it, and if I fail it twice, I have to run all the way back up. Yeah, so now we're gonna go to Kusa Village. We just restored this area from darkness. This is Taka Pass, the second main area. Pretty basic. Yeah. We're gonna go to Kusa Village that's still also cursed, and we're gonna alleviate the curse, and then we're gonna have to go hunt some dogs. And, like, give them food. Not even joking, we have to give them food. And they'll say, I am full, and they'll run back to their master, mistress, whatever. 4 of them will eat food, 4 of them will fight. This game is interesting, it's a fun game. With a good doggo. She's a good girl. So what we bought there was we bought more exorcism slips, stronger ones, and we bought some more steel fist sakes, as well as some meat bags, which are what we're going to feed the dogs with. So, and we sold all the treasure and fish that we had acquired at this point. Exorcism slip M, it's really strong. So she gave us something called the Canine Tracker. It'll help us find dogs. I already know where they all are, though. So that doesn't really matter. Speedruns are great. Speedrunning of this game is really fun. I enjoy it a lot. I hate doing fast brush cherry bombs. Here's the first dog. I am full. They literally say I am full. I could let that cutscene or that text play out. This is Mr. Bamboo. We don't care about him. At least not right now. He'll be important later. To the story, that is. There's a dog in this bamboo shoot. We're gonna feed it. Matarasu is a wolf and a god, so yes, she by default is. I am full. Alright, that's Chi. We don't care about Chi. I think she's a girl. Very feminine. A high voice and typically feminine color, purple. And I think the breed of dog she is also considered feminine, but I'm not too sure. This game has Naruto vibe? Yeah, because it's based on... It's like all in Japanese art and based in Japanese mythology with Japanese names taking place in Japan. I am full, with very traditionally Japanese music. Alright, we fed the 4 doggos we need to feed. Now we're gonna beat up 4 doggos. Alright, we're gonna fight a doggo. This guy's name is Tay. Most of the time when we're fighting, like, anthropomorphic characters, humans, like, realistic non-demon characters, we use cherry bombs with steel fistakes. Demons, we use exorcism slips. Which I guess makes sense. Oh no, I lost all my momentum in that jump. Ah, that's so annoying. Alright, yeah. Now we're gonna go wait for it to turn night. We're gonna, like, I don't know. We're gonna just, like, sit there for like a minute and wait for it to turn night. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. So after this demon gate, we're gonna collect some treasure and just wait. It's a nice little break on my hands, though. Alright, this is another mermaid spring. Again, they're useful for teleportation around the world. Alright, now we're at the Cutter's house. We need to wait for it to be night so we can essentially bring them into the moonlight to catch them, because they're actually demons. And then once we do that, we can save a bird, and the bird will allow us to get into the sanctuary, which allows us to fight another dog. Oh, we don't have to wait too long. It's like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Hey, potato. I woke her up. I'm mean. I woke up the doggo. How is Okami its own trilogy? Most difficult speedrun I've done? Final Fantasy 13. By far. Probably, and then near Automata. But Automata is a weird case. Almost use L slips, that's not good. Then FF4. FF4 is pretty difficult. 13-2 can be difficult, but I didn't say it's as hard as 13. This one is hard in its movement tech, but combat not so much. It's really easy to learn and pick up. Monster Hunter World is really hard. Actually, that might be the hardest run that I've done, and I do that run, as seen yesterday morning. I wouldn't say it's 3 games worth. I'd say this game does give itself, like, a full game's worth. So many games are short nowadays, and that's the issue. I'd say this game is a really good representation of how long a game should be. There are characters you forget about because they were that late in the game, and a lot of people see that as a design flaw, but I actually really like that, because it's just like a, look where you came from, you know? Like, look how far you've come. I really like that. I'm fine. Alright, so this is something called a digging minigame. We're gonna help the guy go to the bottom of the hole, and he's gonna help us find the place where to dig. It's pretty self-explanatory. So, yeah. Thank you, toilet. That was the digging minigame. We do one later when we have infinite ink after using an item called an Inkfinity Stone. And we just speed through it. It's really fast. I love doing that one. Because we can just go ham. We can use as many drawings as we want. As many powers as we want. So we just kind of use our wind powers that we haven't gotten yet. And we just throw her all over the place. Just like, okay, we're gonna drop you here. You're gonna go over here because wind. You're gonna go over here because wind. Drop you again. Move you up because of water. Like, it's just crazy. It's such a hectic one. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Alright, our tracker's going off again. We're gonna fight another doggo. For some reason, this doggo is also in bamboo. Don't ask why, because we're never given a reason why. Eastern just asks, what's the dog doing in there? Sometimes they can be mean and just jump around like this. It's kind of awful, because then they just dodge all of our attacks. Please, just thank you. Speedrunning? I liked speedrunning all the games I did. I don't think I've ever speedrun a game and regretted it. For the game itself, yeah. It's just kind of a realization that, like, I'm probably never going to enjoy the run because it's not my type of speedrun. Okami is a perfect example. Okami and Monster Hunter are, like, perfect examples of my types of speedruns. Games with movement and combat tech to pay attention to, you know? If it doesn't have that, I'm probably not going to be into the run. JRPGs kind of make an exception there. So that's a mermaid coin and a mermaid fountain. Pretty self-explanatory. We use the mermaid coin in the mermaid fountain. It's like a wishing well, and it allows us to teleport to any other mermaid fountain in the world that we've found. Luckily, this mermaid fountain is right where our objective is. I only speedrun games I have played before. I don't think I've ever speedrun a game that I haven't played before. I don't think this is really the place to talk about me, though, because we're doing this for the marathon. I don't want to, like, turn this into a whole self-promotion, you know? I mean, hey, if it's okay, I'm cool with it. We're gonna jump down here. Gonna grab this. We're gonna help this guy fish again. This time we're gonna catch the legendary Burger King. I mean Whopper. There was a skip recently found a few months ago that actually got rid of the third required fishing minigame and another digging minigame. Before that skip, we had to do 4 minutes worth of digging and fishing combined. And now that we can skip them, you know, this is the last time we will ever do fishing in the game. Let's go with that. I'm drinking water. Whoops. Sorry. Alright, time for Burger King. Alright, so now we're gonna get another power. Essentially, Whopper, quote, swallowed the moon from the lake. And so now that we caught Whopper, we got our moon power. We can make it night and day at the same time. Or we have both of those powers, which is really useful and actually required for the run. For a lot of story elements as well, so yeah. We have that power now. It's really good. Because essentially, there's nothing barring us from doing certain things without there being like a quest prerequisite. Like, you have to do this quest first. Now, like, time can't stop us when it comes to doing certain things. There was a big fish. That's the third doggo fight. We have one more doggo to fight. So we bought something there called Gold Dust. Gold Dust is going to be used later on when we get certain weapons. It'll power up our weapons. There's going to be a really long period where we only use weapons and we don't use exorcism slips because one of the weapons that we get will upgrade and it's just extremely strong for that period of time. So, yeah. Then after that, we'll get another weapon, we'll upgrade it, and then we'll use that weapon in a specific boss fight, and after that boss fight, the current incentive will, or the current bid war will start being implemented. Because it's night, since we just got our moon power, we can actually talk to this guy, Hayabusa, and, yeah. Also, because we did lily pad skip, you may have noticed, you probably didn't, but you may have noticed that all the trees here are bloomed. That's something that happens when we do lily pad skip, is when we get lily pad, we have to like bloom all the trees into this really long sequence. But because we skip lily pad, they're already all bloomed. The game assumes that we've already done that. Easy. So yeah, these last ones have been hopping a lot. It's really annoying. But yeah. Whoops. I was drinking water. It curved. Alright, so we're going to use another mermaid coin. We're going to go back to Taka Pass. Oh, hey, I golded that split apparently. Huh. It's going to turn day, just because day-night cycles. And we're going to turn in all the orbs we got from the dogs. After that, we get to go the next dungeon. Yeah, it was a gold. I'm really surprised that was a gold. That was actually pretty bad. Maybe it's because I think I reset that gold actually, so that might be why. I did some split editing and I fused and took out certain splits and I think I reset that gold during that. Alright, Princess Fusei, the woman we talked to before, she's gonna give us the balls. Dog balls. And we're gonna go to the dungeon. We're gonna fight a couple chimeras. And then Crimson Helm, the big baddie. Alright, so the orbs let us get into the dungeon. They open the door. They're gonna come back a little bit later, but we won't need them. Essentially, the boss of this dungeon, everybody like has a lot of trouble with this boss, but the easiest thing to remember with this boss is that when the orbs come back to help you, they literally give you 3 free invulnerable hits. So just wail on the boss. Like just go ham, because really no reason not to. Get 8 free invulnerability hits. It's so strong. Cool. High risk, no reward skip. Like 2 seconds. And you risk having to walk across that bridge again. I don't know why I do it. I think I'm the only one who does it, besides probably Khan, who is the world record holder. He's been pushing this world record again lately. I think he got 2 world records in like a couple weeks. I mean, he already held the world record. Oh, come on. So now I have to wait, because I accidentally went up 2 floors. I only meant to go up 1 floor. There we go. So how is everybody tonight? It's been pretty quiet. I know it is late night, so I'm not expecting much of a response, but... You like this game now? It's a great game. It's a really good game. It went under the radar for a lot of people, and it's a really big shame, because the game is really good. I know, Isun. Thank you. I hate drawing them in that direction. Good morning, Duchess. Seems nice since it's actually morning there. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of EU people on right now. It's just... Welcome to those who are waking up or have already woken up. Come on. I'm getting lazy. And by lazy, I mean tired. So yeah, that was our wind power. We can now control the wind. It blows out fire and stuff. It's pretty good. It's 1 in the morning for me. We're gonna skip a cutscene here just because it wastes time. Got it? We're gonna do some precise jumping here to avoid going on these windsocks because they're really annoying to go on. There we go. That's 1, 2. There we go. Easy. I just avoided a really weird mechanic. What was that? Thank you. Alright. Next boss fight, Crimson Helm. Pretty easy. So these are the invulnerability orbs. We don't even need them because they're not going to get hit. I'm just going to walk up to it. S-Slip. Galestorm. 1M. 2 L's. 1, 2... So, I'm actually terrible and wasn't able to kill it in that time, even though there's a strat we use, because I was not able to do it properly. That is just 100% on me. There we go. I'm great at this game. So more Susano attacking things for no reason. Quote, quote, no reason. There's a reason that it's making us attack things. It's very similar to what we're doing right now. Yeah, that Crimson Helm fight was awful. Still got good time though. Cool. And now we're done with Wind Shrine. Or the Gale Shrine is what it's called. Got our wind power, defeated a boss. We're good. I think I have 2 M slips I can... No, I don't want to waste money like that. Alright, so as we go into Taka Pass, we're just gonna turn it night here, and then yeah. We are about to enter the end of the first arc of the game. There are 3 arcs. There's the Orochi arc, the Ninetales arc, and the Yami arc. Yami is the final boss. Meaning dark or darkness. Japanese. So we just equipped another weapon. The life beads, these are the super OP weapon I was talking about, because we equipped them and upgraded them. So we are going to use them very liberally in this next dungeon, because they deal a lot more damage than the normal brush techniques that we'll be using. Yeah, Ninetales. Ninetales is a pretty fun boss. The music's great. Menacing music. Sad music. Basically, Orochi said, hey, pick one of your women. She's getting sacrificed tonight. And we're like, wait, that hasn't happened in 100 years. And so, we gotta stop this tradition from coming true. To save Kushi. So, yeah. We essentially have to reenact a lot of the events that happened 100 years ago in the game, which are, or the prophecy rather, is that, or prophecy or tradition, that Orochi calls upon the village to send one essentially sacrifice, I forgot the word, offering a woman, a young woman, and that will appease Orochi for the next year. After Orochi had been defeated, though, they didn't need to do it. Every year, instead, they gave an offering of a special type of sake, and that always kept Orochi at bay. But this year, Susanoo, he's having a lot of mental issues right now, and he drank the sake, and he doesn't care anymore. And so Orochi decided he would request Kushi with the recent increase in darkness and everything. So Kushi's going here. We're bringing her so we can come inside the moon cave and end up defeating Orochi. Similar to how Izanagi defeated Orochi in the events 100 years ago, which we will see later in the game. In the events of 100 years ago, Izanagi disguised himself as Izanami, the woman who was the offering, and snuck in, only to kill Orochi. Alright, so here's an enemy called Black Imp. It's actually kind of hard if you don't do it this way. Oh, wow, I took damage. Spoke way too soon. Yeah, it's a Black Imp. Easy to kill. But we're not getting the full yen bonus. We lost like 300 yen. Alright, so normally I'd put an incentive as to what to draw here, because we can draw anything on this mask. We're disguising ourselves as an imp. But I'm awful at drawing, so I just do speed strats. Yeah, I like it. I like the dot. It's a beauty mark. Oh, come on. I was trying to skip this cutscene. I was so close. I got the part that needed to be done, but then that vine went to Amaterasu instead of the vine hole. That's annoying. Gonna get that Exorcism Slip M. Gonna use that in a few fights, or gonna use M's in a few fights. This dungeon is kind of long compared to other dungeons, but in reality it's pretty short. The speed at which we do this dungeon is not a whole lot faster than a casual playthrough, because this dungeon is extremely linear. So, unlike the forest temple that we were in before, or whatever, it was like, come on, really? Am I just gonna... I guess I'm gonna... Wow. Okay. Yeah, the forest dungeon that we were in before, it can be pretty hard, as the dungeon has a lot of like twists and turns in ways that like could confuse somebody, like where do I go now, etc, etc, etc. This dungeon is, as stated before, extremely linear. There we go, thank you. That was worrying again. I don't want to keep taking more damage. If I fall a lot like that, I'll end up getting something called negative godhood, where I need to attack more to be able to get godhood. Yep, I have negative godhood. So you'll see I'm fighting enemies differently. That is to get things called Demon Fangs. Demon Fangs are, I became less of a god because I fell. Godhood, as I explained before, is just an invulnerability mechanic that, that essentially rewards not taking damage. But technically, yes. But yeah, so I'm trying to get things called Demon Fangs right now, and we can't really do anything with them until that boss that I keep mentioning. That's a coincidence. But that boss later that we'll do the bid war after, that's a coincidence. But until after that boss, we won't really be doing anything with these Demon Fangs, but we want to get them now. Because we're killing them in different ways, because this is the fastest way to kill them, we have opportunities to get Demon Fangs, which is by using something called a Floral Finisher. Floral Finishers are these things where every time you kill a monster, if they were not killed with a brush technique, then you have another opportunity to land one more attack, and that next attack or brush technique will determine whether or not you get a Demon Fang. A Demon Fang will only drop if you use the right attack on enemies. So red imps, green imps, yellow imps, and black imps all drop it from Power Slash, but the blue imp drops it from Gale Storm. You know, it's learning that technicality and things like that. That is Demon Fangs, essentially. That's the nuance of the Demon Fang. Yeah, I don't know what else to say there. So we're farming them right now, trying to get them. Yeah, that's speedrunning. Welcome. I'm not even doing any glitches. Oh yeah, you can use taunt moves. But we don't get any of those. We don't care to get any of those. And you can get them from using sub-weapon abilities, but most of the time Demon Fangs are going to be gotten from Floral Finishers. That's when it really matters. Come on. Thank you. Alright, so this skip can be a little tricky. But hopefully we can get it first try. Probably won't. Yeah, it didn't. Timing was bad. So I get where I am right now. And from the loading screens, only in the original PlayStation, and I think PlayStation 3 versions. PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3, sorry. Can I get this skip? Yeah, on PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 they had a mini game where you could just press buttons in time with the dancing Isun or the paw prints that appeared, and that could give you Demon Fangs. Really? Can I get this, please? Thank you. Took long enough. That extends loading screens. Yeah, so PC we would not be using that. There has been talk of routing in the loading screen mini games, probably for the routes that use like the PS4 ones, but or PS2 ones, PS3 ones, but I don't know. All right, so I died a lot there. I failed that a bit. There are 2 fights in this dungeon besides the boss fight where we will use Exorcism Slips. That was one of them. Alright, like 40 seconds here where we can just sit, maybe lie down if the game wants to be nice to us. Trust me, I know. I choose not to ask questions. Oh my god. Everything's going wrong. Everything is going wrong. At least we get to lay down again. With our Imp Master. Look at her little paws, it's so cute. So these guys are weak to fire, and we just got our firepower. So we're gonna use fire on both of them. They separated though, so that was a little awkward. That was really awkward, and I didn't get all the yen I could have. At least I don't need to get M-bones. Oh, don't even remind me. I don't want to think about M-bones right now. They're literally the worst. So we're gonna go back here. Now that we have fire, we can take the ice down. But we're also going to rejuvenate this bridge. That's a common thing that happens, rejuvenating a bridge. These ingredients, they're the best. Alright, this is another fight where we will not be actually fighting. I use Galestorm there because that is the floral finisher for the fire one. I have fire. I'm gonna grab the bullhorn back here, simply because it'll alleviate some of the yen issues I'm having since I'm not getting good fights. Have I played Okami Den? I have, and the control. I played it once when I was really young, and then I tried playing it again recently. It's just, the controls are so wonky. The game is extremely clunky. As much as I want to like it, I can't. The game is much better. Part of that's a platform thing. Alright, so now we're gonna come to probably the biggest sequence break in the game. It's skipping this whole ball minigame. Well, one of the biggest, because we also have lily pad skip, but skipping this whole ball thing, because here's a little fun skip that nobody thought about doing. Alright, so let's line it up properly. Perfect. So we're gonna get a cherry bomb. We're gonna douse it with water. We're gonna put it in place of the ball, because it doesn't matter how heavy it is, as long as the object is spherical, it works. And that lights some torches that we can use, like right there. We do the similar thing earlier, but because we didn't have water, It was a temporary thing. We just put a cherry bomb and a switch, and then 1 second. Yeah, we put a cherry bomb and a switch, and then got through the door before it blew up. It's not the first time we do that. Can you stop hitting me, please? Like, what did I ever do to you? I did that for a little bit of extra yen. But now we don't need to collect any more Demon Fangs. We are done with Demon Fangs. The reason we got the Demon Fangs is because we can buy an item later for 20 Demon Fangs from a vendor. It's called the P-Spell, and essentially it prevents Demon Scrolls from charging at us, which is something that happens. And we don't want it to happen because when they charge at us, certain Demon Scrolls can't be ran away from. So, yeah. No one can stop me. The world record could stop me. World record of the route that I'm doing, but non-glitchless, is absolutely insane. It's 30 minutes faster than I run. And he actually got that in a marathon recently. A few days ago. Yesterday, actually, maybe. Yesterday or 2 days ago. Maybe 3. Yeah, I was. Did I not call it the P-Spell? I'm tired right now. So. Yeah, it's the P-Spell. It prevents scrolls from attacking you. It's pretty nice. And scrolls are how we get fights out of required fights. I don't think we do any optional fights besides like demon gates, which none of them are required, but yeah. Oh no, I was saying P-Spell. I guess that could sound like P-Spell. But P-Spell. Cool. Now we're going up to the final fight of the dungeon. Six mermaid coins. What am I getting? The fire spell? Or, oh, the P spell? We're getting the P spell about after the Blight split, which is at around 210-ish. Probably longer because I am pretty red right now. Red by like a minute and a half. And I'm gonna be even more red because I haven't even started this fight yet. We're coming up on the split. But I still have a minute and a half to go before I'm still losing time. Golden Fury is too expensive for speedrun? Yeah, it is. There's literally only one upgrade we have to get, and that is double jump. Double jump is the only required update in the game, or upgrade in the game. Alright, breathe your fire at me. Breathe your fire. Now you guys get to see the Orochi quick kill. So, once this whole thing's done, I'm actually gonna need to focus, so. So we're gonna put some sake in its mouth, get it drunk. We need to do this twice on each head, and once we do that, we'll attack the bell with an exorcism slip. After we attack the bell, we have to essentially get every single head drunk again and kill all of them individually, which we will cheese it in a way. Alright, that's the bell. We didn't see a cutscene there, so it's gonna play a cutscene in the wrong time, or in the wrong cutscene spot. It's gonna be really weird. It's gonna happen when we get that one drunk. The Earth Head's gonna get drunk. And the Poison and the Light, and we're gonna kill them all at the same time with an L slip. I got hit, are you kidding me? That was RNG. That was just all RNG. Where that flame came down. I got hit again. Alright, there we go. That's basically everything I have to do for Orochi. Except some Susanoo cutting stuff here. And drawing a moon. I mean, the glitched run, the only, depending on the run, so new game any percent, which is what I'm doing, not new game plus any percent, the only glitches we do, we haven't even gotten to yet. There are out of bounds glitches later on. Yeah, I know. New game any percent though skips quite a bit, or new game plus any percent, because they get KT glitch, which is something called, or it's karmic transformation, something you get by beating the game and going on new game plus. You can change Amaterasu's appearance, and they essentially use that to infinitely jump. That allows them to skip a lot of things. Yeah, we're 4 minutes behind my PB. Oh yeah, no, that happens. There's 2 times that can happen, and that's in normal new game any percent. The first time is we skip the first half of Oni Island. By jumping over an invisible wall. It's a pretty precise jump, but first off, we're gonna equip this glaive, then use a mermaid coin. We jump over an invisible wall and go out of bounds, and we just essentially double jump and make our way to Thunderbolt. We won't do that in this run. The other out of bounds where we're jumping in mountains is we skip all of Yoshpet, Puncton, and the True Orochi Fate, which I will be doing those as well because that's another out of bounds. Yeah. Oh, I went the wrong way. Whoops. Let's just do that. Thanks. Make it day again. I went completely the wrong way. I'm tired. So yeah, now we have a sword on our back. It should be noted that the Wii version's pretty cool in regards to how you do the drawing, but like, it's kind of forced motion controls because I'm using a DualShock 4 right now, and it's perfectly fine. And the controls on a DualShock 4 are so much like any sort of PS4 controller, PS controller. The controls are so much better than that of Wii, because WoW uses a lot of forced motion controls that make it extremely clunky and sometimes hard to play. Like the glaives were basically unplayable because of how the forced motion controls did it. But on a PS4 controller, PS controller, it's really good. It's my favorite weapon by far. Essentially, the way the glaive works, it's similar to the reflector in the sense that it has basic attacks, except you can charge it this time. And the attacks are slightly slower, but you can charge it and you can do cool combos. The reflectors, I haven't gone over those. Reflectors, essentially, am I saying waggles are a bad idea? Basically, yes. Let's see if I can get this skip here. Oh, couldn't get it. You can usually skip a fight here if you work towards it. Yeah, waggles are a bad idea. Rosaries are weird. Essentially, they just chain together a whole bunch of attacks. And so if you guys donate to the bid war of what weapon I choose and use after Blight, because it doesn't matter, it's just for aesthetic, I can show you guys how rosaries work. But you'd have to beat the fact that Glaive is already in first. There isn't much competition though. Skip a cutscene by doing it while it's down there instead of jumping up. We're about to come up to another instance where we need Lily Pad. And do the same thing I did before, which is the corner auto jump. You're fine. Alright, so we just restored Ryushima Coast, the place with the best music. Also, we're still on 4 ink pots. I think this is the best I've ever done on ink pots. Like, we're really good on ink. If I ever need to get more ink, I can just get it. It's the best area music, not the best song. Best song in this game is either the reset thank you cutscene song, which we will be watching that cutscene, or Shiranui's theme, which we hear as we fight the final phase, the final boss. Hey, Kaz, how are you? Thank you for the good luck. Alright, so here we're getting the double jump. Again, the only required skill upgrade in the game. You now just jump twice. It's pretty self-explanatory. Oh, come on. Please, let me get the cool thing. Yeah, I got it. There we go. Yeah, it still looks like the one weapon in the lead for the bid war would be the glaive. So I will be updating my glaive as I get new ones. Same claws. And here I'm gonna go through another demon gate, and it's gonna be for another mermaid fountain. Pretty sizable trend we got going here. Gonna grab this because it's just right here. No reason not to. Saves money, even though we have an abundance of money at this point. All right, time for bridge skip. The skip that saves 4 minutes. We have to do it twice. So, wish me luck. Pork. For those of you who, oh, that's not good. For those of you who have played the game before, you may notice the water isn't here yet. I know. I don't need the water to be here. You may notice, wait, why aren't you putting up the bridge? Because I don't need to. I did it. I was practicing it earlier. I got it first try a whole bunch of times. That saves 4 minutes. And since I get it pretty consistently, it probably just saves more. So this is Rao, a priestess. She's not important. Just kidding, she's really important. Yeah. First try! Yeah, I'm getting a lot better at it. You're surprised that doesn't count as a glitch? It's a sequence break. It's not a glitch. We jump on the tree, which has a hitbox, and then jump up onto the bridge, which also has a hitbox. It's really easy to fail, like really easy to fail that. Slowo is the one who actually wanted to see this in the marathon, and I asked him about it, and he said he didn't consider it a glitch. The Okami community doesn't really weigh things like that. We don't have a glitchless category. This is the second run ever of this category, by the way. Saki is adorable. Well, sorry, no, Shaki is adorable. The baby Saki. Regular Saki is pretty. Don't you guys love hearing the first 1 second of Rao's theme? I do too. Also, this bridge will never go back up, by the way. The water will come back eventually, meaning we actually cannot catch certain fish past this point. But, yeah. That PS4 EST time the record? Wait, what? What do you mean? Oh. No, the PS4 is my, PS4 is my console. EST is estimate. Estimate for how long this run will take. And then the time is the estimate. Again, there is no real, like, world record for this category. Also, my PB is 2 minutes behind the estimate, so we're probably just gonna end up going over, but not by too much. Especially since we have the, we've already accounted for the 10 minutes from the, reset thank you scene. Yeah, we're gonna be going, like, a bit over my estimate, probably. But I don't know actually how much, because I also, my first run, I was still kind of getting used to the parts that I wasn't glitchless, or the parts that I was glitchless on. I don't know. This being the second run, I still have time save to be had. So there's an out of bounds we can do here. We can go into the ghost ship, and it's a cool little trick. I might be able to show it later, I don't know. But it's a really cool trick, and it does some funky things to the game, but you can go into the ghost ship without having to come up here and turn to night and watch the cutscene. Saves the whole time of doing this. It's pretty easy too. Just a little tricky. Think you're not a girl? Oh. Yeah. No, he wasn't asking for the record. Yeah, I know, Dragon. I know. Your gods don't care about time. Alright, so you know how I said you know how I joked about Rao being useless? We need her for this. Basically all we need her for, and then she goes evil. Because she's evil the whole time. She's just lying. The evil person controlling Rao, or disguised as Rao, actually disposed of the real Rao a while ago, so... yeah. Hey, Dragon Leah. Alright, more auto jump stuff. Remember how I said that if you jump really soon after an auto, or wall jump really soon after an auto jump, you get insane height for some reason? We're gonna do that here, because we don't know if it's a glitch or not. I don't think it's a glitch. First try, I wish I could get that in my runs when I do, otherwise. Spoilers? I mean, it's a speed run. She's not useless, she actively gets in your way. That's a really good way to put it, actually. Alright, now that we got that... Also, we got a first try... Like, I really wish I got that in my runs that I do. That was insane. I don't think this will be a PB. I'm never going to run this category after this marathon. Unless they want it in the next one. Also, I'm losing a lot of time here. Because I ran to the wrong place after I teleported. So I'm losing a bit of time. We got a ghost attacking us. We can't control it. Just gotta wait until the ghost leaves us alone. There we go. Alright, now onto the split with the really cool boss fight that I love. If you want to see me holding a specific weapon after this boss fight, donate and go for the Okami bid war. Choose the weapon type. Otherwise, yeah. After this point, we do not need any. We do not need our weapons. I don't think. Also, would somebody do me the honor of looking up the Snake Eater extended version from Metal Gear Solid 3? I'm gonna put a meme in the stream from my streams of this game. No weapons, yeah. Exorcism slips aren't weapons, they're exorcism slips. No weapons. Oh, come on, see. This is what happens when you fail it. Gotta get up. Gotta run all the way back. There we go. Got it. Just a link to the YouTube video for the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater extended. Like, extended song. So Snake Eater extended is really all you could just look up, and you're good. Thanks, Piku. Let's I don't know how loud this is gonna be. Let me do a test right now. Okay, so yeah, that's a good volume, right, guys? If you don't know why I'm doing that, and thank you. If you guys don't know why I'm doing that, you'll see if you've played Metal Gear Solid 3. All right. This is where you quit your casual playthrough? Why? I'm hungry. Really? Is that because of speedrunning, or something more? Oh, oh, goodness. I think I'm gonna need... Let's get 3 L slips, 3 M slips, and I'll live with whatever results I get, I guess. Because I don't remember... I don't have the updated notes for this anymore. Because I deleted the notes for some reason. And there's a part where I'm gonna need them. I'm looking at notes right now, for those who don't know. So this is the 9th of our 13 powers. Mist Veil. It's given to us by a sheep who is drinking sake. And it slows down time. Skip a fight there by going immediately right. If we don't do that, then it puts us into a fight with a Wind Nose, or no, a Wind Doom Mirror, which we don't want to deal with, because we just don't want that fight. It's annoying. Saves money, too. I think. Alright, can we get a 1 cycle? Can we get a 1 cycle? Please give me a 1 cycle. We're not gonna get a 1 cycle. I hate this game. It's so slow if you don't get a 1 cycle. If you get a 1 cycle, all of it works perfectly together and you don't have to wait for anything. Come on, really? I've hated lots of games in my time. Back in my day, we enjoyed our games. Alright, time for the best boss in the run. Light. Also, we just did a dungeon. A mini dungeon, Lexicona Valley. Not really a mini dungeon because this was one of the main bosses. Alright. One of the best, probably my favorite boss in the game because of the strat that we used to kill it. I'm 20, I'm old, I'm a geezer. Are you guys ready? Okay, cool. Good attack. That's like a 2-second slower strat. On PS4, you can just, Really, Cause? You never knew that was 20? On PS4, you can just use beads. But yeah. I'm 20, yeah. April 17th, 1998. My birthday. If you're talking about me, Water, she, not he. So I bought the Peace Bell. That's the item that I was talking about before. I'm gonna talk to this chick. Why is he humping his way around? Oh, that was the Emperor. We were controlling his body because he was still asleep. You're fine. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the Sanctuary for literally the only other reason we need to be here, and that is for this digging minigame. Which, in New Game 90% is skippable, but New Game 90% Glitchless is not. So, yeah. And it's still a fairly new strat for it to be skippable in New Game 90%, so people don't really do it anyways. You're 21 in May? Hey, nice. Young people. Alright, so we're gonna use something called an Infinity Stone. Gives us infinity ink. Infinite ink. And we're just gonna completely throw around the person doing this. Hey, Kaguya. And go over here. Now go right here. Can I? Thank you. Thank you. Finally, game for paying attention to me. There we go. We still have 4 ink pots, by the way. Normally I'd have 5 here, but we actually got pretty lucky, so. No, you're fine, Water. That's why I told you, because you were wrong. As long as you, like, fix that, you're good. Water spouts in that one are awful. So now we're going back here. Oh, I didn't equip the stuff. It's 2:30 here. I'm tired. I've been up for a while because I was getting ready to wake up early in the morning. I had to wake up at 4:30 a.m. yesterday for Monster Hunter World for this marathon. Yusun is not a flea. He's a wandering artist. You just found him annoying? I like him, personally. I enjoy Yusun. So this is why we need the Magna Tablet. There's a way to skip this, but it's hard. The reason we need it for Glitchless is because there's a point where we normally skip that requires it. But because it requires an out of bounds to skip it, we have to do it in this run. Alright, Himiko. She's a cutie. Himiko's really pretty. Oh boy. You cried first time playing this story? Why? When Himiko dies? Yeah. I was explaining the story a lot earlier. Basically, we took her out of the ghost ship because she wanted to look for some stuff. It's called the Fox Rods. Turns out she's evil and wants them for her own power, but we don't know that. But then, yeah, it turns out the Emperor's got this weird gassy thing in him, so we go destroy that, and it saves the whole town. And in doing so, we get to speak to Queen Himiko, and Himiko's like, "Hey, I need your guys' help." So we go decide to help Himiko. Come on, guys. Really? Alright, this is a win nose. We don't like these guys. You're a doggo Borgport. Honestly, you're right. This is Urashima. He's like, I saw Orca. And they're like, who's Orca? He's like a whale. And he took me to the Dragon Palace. And everybody's like, you're a liar. But he's not a liar, because we're gonna summon Orca. Orca, to me! Orca's theme is a really good theme, by the way. I was standing on water temporarily. That made me very uncomfortable. Orca's theme is so good, but we don't hear a lot of the good parts. It's really sad. Alright, so... Sorry, the music in this game is just really good. I love music. I am going to fight an enemy and then start ascending this tower. I will not want to pay attention to chat because I need to focus. So, I'm gonna play Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater to keep you guys entertained while that's happening. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit. This may be loud too, so just be prepared for that. I don't think it will be.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive for the day we see new light. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I...
Alright, there's your daily dose of Snake Eater. That's a meme that we have in my channel. When I was playing this game casually on PS4, after having already played casually on Wii, one of my mods brought up that the whole section made him think of Snake Eater from, or made him think of wow, Metal Gear Solid 3 ladder, so he had me play Snake Eater, and now I play Snake Eater whenever I go through that on my stream. Alright. Now, as we are not in my stream, it's not an FFZ, but I want to see you guys' best Wowcats. It's capital W-O-W, capital W, lowercase O-W, Wowcat. There we go, that's the emote. Capital W, capital C, Wowcat. It's a good emote. Put it in your channel. That face that it made was Wowcat. Wowcat is a great emote. I ripped it from the game myself. Yeah, thank you, Kaz. You get it. Kaz did it right. Capital W, capital C, Wowcat. There we go. You're all amazing. Thank you for making me happy. Where do we go from here? We go here. Alright. We get to create a whirlpool. You know how we're gonna create a whirlpool? We're gonna cause a giant constellation to appear and then spin it with wind. Don't ask me how it happens. We're God. Exclamation of surprise feline. God. Okay, so we gotta turn at night. I forgot to do that. Gotta make a star appear, because then a whole constellation appears. Again, don't ask me how this works, but we're gonna turn this constellation with wind. Alright? I will prove it to you. Two more. And now the whirlpool appeared. Owen Wilson, domesticated mammal. Oh my god. Domesticated feline? Nah. Nah, yeah, Duchess used feline. Nothing on Japanese wolves. Why are you guys putting so much work into this? Yeah, guys, I'm God. Anything can happen. What if I started floating up when I reached terminal velocity? For some reason it was looking down. We should contact Capcom PR and get some real answers on this. We have to know. How can you put Ami all the way up that tower without even giving us a chance to calculate her terminal velocity? Wolves went extinct in Japan over a century ago. This is a long time ago in Japan. It's actually a really fun fact. I like that fact. No! What? Why does it do that? That's the second time in a row that's happened. Yeah, that's really sad that they went extinct in Japan over a century ago. Good to know that a game about Japanese mythology and drawing things in the sky got you guys thinking about a character's terminal velocity. Super proud. Super proud. Terrible game. Yeah, it is a pretty bad game. Terminal velocities are very serious business in other businesses, but not speedrunning. Alright, so, you might be wondering, how do you go through this next area without lily pad? I'll show you. You don't need to nerd out, it's not at all an issue. It's fun to watch. Out of respect of the gravity god. That's a good point, Dragon. That's a really good point. Nah, it's a bad game. It's a really bad game, guys. Don't buy this game. What about speedrunning other businesses? How fast can you become a CEO? It's like, it's like video game tycoon. Any percent. Alright, so here we go. I need to kind of focus for this, just to make sure I don't screw it up. Cool, we got it. So basically, as you're watching, my health is draining. Luckily, the game gave us a Holy Bone S earlier, so we can use that to restore our health. Also, we need to upgrade our purse. But also, if we don't make enough distance, then we'll drown, and we have to start back over there. And that's always annoying. Because remember, we skipped Lily Pad. We don't have the lily pad ability. Alright. Time to kill some foxes. Oh wow, they're all placed really well together. Fox says, ring ding ding da ding da ding ding ding. CEO speedrun lizard %. Oh no. I would always reset that run. What does the wolf say? That's what the wolf says. Those foxes were evil foxes. We don't want those foxes. This game is such a meme. It's actually a really good game. Because, like, it's important to remember, like, the reason we're on this quest is because people kind of stopped caring about God. And darkness took over because the gods didn't have enough faith in them. That's going to become really important later since we did hit the reset thank you cutscene incentive. So. You have the temperature in Japan at this time. Oh my god. This game's a really good game. It's definitely in my, like, top 5. In Japan, it's summer. Nearing the end of summer. Second half. Stop, dragon, no. When I was climbing up, it was day. We are doing reset thank you. That was an incentive, and it was met, so I'm just gonna play through that cutscene. Thanks to this marathon, I now know what Amaterasu's terminal velocity would have been if she fell from Cat Call Tower. Oh, I hate you all. I hate you all. Oh, so if you don't know why it's scary music right now, or dramatic music, because we basically found out the person that was like, or we're about to find out, and right now we're like, oh no, we need to make sure that they're okay. The city's shut down because Himiko was just killed. But we are about to find out that Rao essentially was evil and disguised this whole time, so yeah. Yeah, I figured it out before you guys. I'm just not gonna tell you. Streamer benefits. Ami told me. She contacted the gravity god and she told me. The same drag coefficient as Usain Bolt. Are you sure? Also, we see a skeleton. Yeah, we see a spooky, scary skelly. Hey, I skipped a cutscene. You can jump over an invisible, or you can jump over a cutscene trigger, I guess. I've gotten that like one other time. No, I told you, Amaterasu contacted the gravity god and found out for me. Why don't you guys have connections like me? Okami's a good game. But she wasn't using Time Slow Mist. Alright, so this fight can be pretty brutal, but we should be fine. I'm probably gonna have to upgrade my ink here. So I will be upgrading my ink, it looks like. That was a good fight. Rip. Is this game popular in speedrunning? No, not really. We have a pretty small community. But they're tight-knit, and we have some really good runners, so... The game isn't too popular on its own. It's a cult classic that has really kind of started to develop into a real classic, but people don't really think of this game a lot, which is a shame because of how good it is. Oh, we need to go this way. So basically, Evil Rao snuck in and killed Himiko. Because Himiko was the only person in the world who had the ability to find out where the next location of Oni Island is. Oni Island is the hideout of the enemies. So Evil Rao killed her, saying, haha, you'll never be able to find out where we are, we'll be unstoppable. But Rao's crystal ball showed one final image about where they were tonight, so we're kind of running to that point. It's right off Watcher's Cape, where the whirlpool was. So... yeah, that's part of it, Dragon. New Game Plus any percent, though, which is with older games, is an hour and a half, which really isn't that long. It's too Japanese for Americans to play. We do have quite a few Japanese runners in the like normal speedrun.com style communities. Like our Discord has a couple Japanese runners in it. We occasionally see just walls of Japanese text. So that's a good point. I thought like most people would probably take that as a joke, but you might actually be right there. New game any percent glitched, yes. My PB on New Game any percent glitched is 340. This is glitchless. Nobody runs glitchless. I'm the only one who has ever completed a glitchless run. Yeah, me too, Kaz. That's why when I ran Nier Automata, when I helped build that community, I never ran anything other than E ending because A ending was way too short. Yeah, New Game any percent glitched is 3 to 3.5 hours, or like 3 to 4 hours. New Game Plus any percent is about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Where's the Discord? I would have to get you a link. We don't share links because apparently we had an issue sometime. So I don't want to just keep a link out there. I'd probably have to talk to them. Oh, come on, I was so close. Alright, so normally what we would do, I'm just going to show you guys what we would do, yeah? What we would do is we'd go out of bounds here. We'd do a double jump, and then headbutt, and we'd go out of bounds. I'm out of bounds now, but no. No out of bounds for me. What's the difference? New Game Plus uses the karmic transformations that you get by beating the game, and that allows you to use something on the older versions called karmic transformation glitch, where you can double jump and then use a karmic transformation, and that resets your second jump, and so you can jump again. However, we have no need of that. Or we can't use that in the newer versions, and New Game does not have the karmic transformations available. So. They're often referred to as KTs. So the Oni Island skip that I just showed you how to get out of bounds for is called KT-less, because we do it without KTs. Because this version has no KTs and it's a new game anyways. So these enemies are a joy to fight. Oh, so... as of defeating Blight, I no longer have an obligation to keep any specific weapon on, besides according to the incentive. So if that changes, Piku, let me know. Right now, the current bid war is on Glaive. If you want to donate, you can apply that to the bid war and change it to Rosary or Reflector. And there's only one other point past this moment where there's only one dungeon past this moment where we have to have a specific weapon, and it'll automatically equip that weapon. I'll just switch back after the dungeon. Here, let's get 3 L slips and 2 M slips. What am I doing here? You guys are crazy. I'm gonna be taking specific money saves here, just because if we go Rosary, then I'm gonna be getting the last Rosary in the game, which ends up costing a lot, so I'm gonna make sure I have enough money. I think they mean terminal velocity. Alright, this one's always a pain. How accurate's the EST? I might be a bit over, especially considering the, so I'm gonna be at least 10 over the current EST because of the incentive that was met. So EST, change that to about 420. I'm probably gonna be like 5 minutes over, maybe a little bit more. Sure, I'll grab it. I apologize for putting a bad EST. I feel like this game was too easy in parts where it shouldn't have been, and hard in parts where it was okay to be hard. No. I'm not gonna do it. I could do it after the run, but not now. What? Okay, that was weird. It's doing weird headphone stuff. This happens when my controller's plugged in. Alright, so we are now at the part. We have now successfully eliminated an out of bounds from my run. One of the 2 out of bounds that we do. Well, actually 2 of the 3. This game is very easily inspired by Zelda, it's obvious. Advancement of the wolf-falling species? Who do you take me for? Some kind of wolf-falling apologist? Real wolves don't fall. Real wolves float in the air, yeah. You know, when they reach terminal velocity, they just start floating. That's why I told you guys would happen. You guys just didn't believe me. Alright, this might be hard to watch. Might be confusing. There we go. That area's done. How many more steel Fasakes do I need? I'll take 3. Oh, I didn't split for Thunderbolt. Rip. Oh, I was supposed to buy 1 steel Fasake, so actually 2. I bought an extra. I can just sell it later. Let's get this then. Might as well. That's a safety. More yen. We might need a lot of it here, so... Alright, so we're gonna slash all these, yeah, makes them close. We're just gonna ink blot this one. And it works. Yeah, Ami gets drunk. No! I missed it. That's a really hard cycle to meet. But you can meet it. Who was earlier? Oh my god, really? I got hit down by the spider. Oh well, it's more yen. Yeah. did it! I got it! There's a thing you can do there, it's really cool. Essentially what you do is right as the cutscene's about to play, you, right as the cutscene's about to play, you drop the key and you can drop down, which, saves time. Oh, stay hydrated bot was, okay. Are you kidding me? Thank you. Rip Toby. Are we under estimate pace? We are not. Estimate was supposed to be better than my current PB on this, and I am behind my PB. Because I've only other done... Because my PB is the only other time I've done this run. So, like, I mean, I don't know. What's my favorite brand of peanut butter? Either Jiffy or Skippy. Or Jif or Skippy. So you may be wondering why I'm attacking. It's because she uses her sword quicker. Really? I took damage. Wow, I died. Okay, so now that I'm not going to take damage on this fight... So, I didn't go over golden gates. Essentially, we've been passing through golden gates this whole game. They're autosaves. They're this game's autosave. It happens before any, like, key moment, like a boss fight or whatever. So, we got a golden gate. I don't die on this fight too often, but it was very unlucky. I was getting hit in places I shouldn't have been. That whole deal. That works. That's disappointing, but oh well, I'll live. Alright, thank you. Not a good fight, but I'll live. I need 3 Ls here. I have 3 Ls. Got it. I guess I'll steal or sell a Steel Fist Sake. Yeah, I shouldn't need anything special here. Stop, Ray. Oh my god. I'm so done with people. You guys are pushing me to my limits. See, the question is Cherry Bombs better against Susano? I'm gonna assume they are. Maybe it doesn't matter, because I have so much yen at this point that I'm filthy rich. Oh, guess what? I'm even more rich, because this is a really good item to sell. Can we get this? Ah. There we go, got it. So we just skipped a cutscene there. Just a small little like, hey, look at that, look at that. You're fine, Ray. I don't actually hate you. Don't worry. Let's grab this too, because more money. And let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna be collecting treasures whenever I find them, honestly, because I can use all the help I can get. Just a mild dislike, exactly. Exactly. You get it. Just a very latent. A very latent hatred and just absolute disgust, but it's latent, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm behind estimate because this is my first time playing this game in 2 weeks. Oh, also, better equipment, glaive, better glaive. I forgot Steelfist Sake is a thing. More ink! Alright, we've gotten all the ink we can basically get at this point. 6 ink pots, yeah? Very light seething hatred. My favorite Mutski emote combination is Mutt Creep, Mutt Z3. Just leave me and my Mutt, never talk to me or my Mutt again. It's a really good combination. I came up with it. I love it. Never talk to me or my Mutt again. It's a good one. Zelda. Oh my god. Let's go! I really like this sword. I feel like this sword looks so much better on Ami. We have way more than enough money at this point. Look at this. Look at that. That's a lot. Oh my god, this one's a banger. This song's a banger. Yes, I am. What's your point? This one's a banger is what she said, really? That's when you guys are gonna start making all the dirty jokes? I probably said like 20 other things you could have latched onto, but no, you go to that one. Uh, 4:10, but we're like 6 minutes behind right now, so... Alright. Thank you for letting me know.